Hello and welcome to OccupySFTV. Multiple. Give me a second. I'm trying to modify, correct, edit. There we go. Alright, now if you're watching on Ustream, please go to the OccupySFTV on live stream and you'll find the other camera that I'm transmitting from. This is going to be a secondary camera for broadcasting when I'm not in the field. This will be for news reports, collaboration with other news journalists, and information that I've gathered through Facebook, etc., and so forth. Let me kill this music so you can hear me. Thanks for joining us. And like I was saying, I have another station on live stream. It's OccupySFTV as well. So if you'd like to check it out, that's where I'll be doing the news reports such as today. Also, don't forget to check out independenttcitizenmedia.weebly.com, and that's the website where you can find other streamers in cooperation with OccupySFTV to bring you the news. So give me a second here, and I'm going to go ahead and show something on the OccupySFTV live streams page from video that I collected back in late October, October 23rd. Check this out. And this is just from hanging out during the day. There was some pumpkin carving going on and other interesting things. Some body painting, face painting, etc., and so forth. So this is a test for both streams, trying to coordinate this. Today I'd like to go over a few things. Including gun sales, which are up 41% in Denver over the last weekend since the shooting at the theater. CEO wages, corporate profits, workers' pay, minimum wage, etc. There's an Occupy San Francisco Action Council action that's going to be going on, I believe, on the 15th of next month. Another subject that I'd like to get to at some point would be Tim Pool, Tim Cast. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. And another streamer that's been in question, people have asked me about, which is Og for Show. He's completely disappeared off the scene. Nobody knows what happened to him. I tried talking to him. He gave me pretty much the shove off, dude. Anyway, another topic I'd like to go over, which is a Thrive movie. And some of the things that they talk about in Thrive, and I've actually talked to people that in person about this. The food that we are eating these days is poisoned. It's a slow death. It's how we're getting cancer, because of the things that they inject into the beef, the chickens, the sprays they put on all our crops, the GMO, all that stuff. It's really bad. Also, I would like to talk about regulated, strictly regulated, controlled populace, and the deregulation or unregulated corporations and bankers. I also have a phone number that I'm going to try doing here in the future. It's located on the website independenttcitizenmedia.weebly.com. Please don't call it now because it'll interrupt the stream. I'm still configuring everything so that news broadcasts will be seamless and make it so that there is direct viewer interaction. If you have the capabilities, we're going to be setting it up so that you can do video conference with the news. And that's that for now. Please don't forget to check out the website and OccupySFTV on Ustream, OccupySFTV on Livestream. Thank you for watching. I'm going to play some music for just a minute until I can get what I need ready to go for the next section of my report. It looks like, damn it. Just hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm bringing back up OccupySFTV on live stream. That's going to be the rebroadcast station for OccupySFTV to, come on, seem to be having, there we go, and I'm back. So, the first topic that I'm going to go over is CEO wages, which is up 300% since 1990. Corporate profits up 106%. Workers' pay up 4%. And minimum wage is actually down approximately 9%. These are stats that I gathered the other day from another news source. And you'll have to remember that a lot of this stuff, unless I say it's my opinion, it's not my opinion, and I'm just regurgitating information that I've gathered. Gun sales in Denver is up 41%. I don't know about you, but I think that's a good thing. And don't forget, there is a chat. You can type into me in either place, OccupySFTV on Livestream, OccupySFTV on Ustream. And I'd be glad to respond to any comments, questions, or suggestions. Occupy San Francisco Action Council is doing a Save City College coming up on the 15th of next month, so anybody that can be there in support of that, it's for higher education, and I think that that's something that we definitely need to support. So, you know, get there, be there. I really don't want to go talking about Tim Pool right now or Oak for Show because I'm still gathering the information and the facts on that, whether or not the information that I had been provided was true and correct. So we'll skip that for today. Maybe later we'll get to it. One thing I do want to talk about is the Thrive movie, and I don't know if you've seen it. If you have, that's great, and if you haven't, you really need to see it. Thrive is produced by a gentleman, Mr. Gamble. I can't remember his first name. He's from the family of Procter and Gamble. Now I know a lot of people would say, "Oh, he's with a corporation, so he must be a bad guy." Well, if that's your thinking, then every cop is a bad guy, and every politician is a bad guy, and every news journalist is a bad guy. Every lawyer is a bad guy. So you can't think like that. That's just retarded. I think that the movie brings out some great points. It's as factual as I can tell from the get-go, and there are a few things in there that are a little strange, a little quirky, but celebration. I thanks for the tweet, and it's not at @IHaveRaw. I am at Occupy One Liberty. Used to be with the Occupy San Francisco movement, and I have moved on because the fact that it's just too difficult to deal in a large group like that. So what I'm trying to do is work with other live streamers, streamers, news journalists, photographers, whoever would like to collaborate, cooperate, communicate, and compromise. Those are my favorite 4Cs. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can do that at Occupy One Liberty at Twitter. Also, Occupy One Liberty at Gmail. And questions, comments, or concerns are certainly welcome. Anyway, back to the movie Thrive. There's been some controversy over it because of the person that produced it. I think that it was probably one of the best documentaries that's been done since Zeitgeist came out. There's 9/11 Loose Change. There's all these other ones that I'm sure you've seen or heard of, and they're all controversial depending on whether you want to believe them or not. Me being 40, I've seen quite a bit through my life, and I believe these movies are fairly true and correct. I'm not very religious, not that that matters, but actually I think it does matter. We'll get into that at a different time. I'm going to move on to the food being poisoned. All these things that we do to make a better meat product or whatever, bigger corn, bigger watermelons, all of that is killing us. It's a slow death. You have to share this with your friends. I know it's expensive to buy natural foods. I have a hard time doing it because I can't afford those kinds of prices, and that's what they want. They want to starve us out. They want to kill us slowly. As we're dying, we buy into the pharmaceuticals. As we buy the pharmaceuticals, we continue to line their products. So, moving away from buying store-bought GMO foods, you can look it up. Just about everything we eat, from Hershey's chocolate to steak, has some sort of just chemicals in it that you really don't want to be eating. This is what I would call a conspiracy theory fact, actually, of the 1%, because they do want to reduce the population to less than 500 million. You can see that on the Georgia Stones. It's a scary thing. What does that mean? Who dies? You and me, or them? Probably not them, according to what they want. So we have basically quite a few things to go over, a laundry list. This is a test run for what I'm running is dual cameras, one live stream, OccupySF live stream, one on Ustream. The Ustream is my field reporting tool. The live stream is for reporting such as this, collaborating the information. I will be able to rebroadcast other streams, and hopefully we can take callers. So, this has been quite an effort to put this together. I've done this all on my own with the cooperation of other streamers, and I think that this will be a really good thing. I just want to send a quick shout out to my friends there in DC, one in particular, which is CodeFrame SF. You may have seen him streaming over the last few days. He was covering the DC actions. He's in need to get back to San Francisco. So if you can go to the if you can go to the CodeFrame SF TV station, his Ustream station, you'll find his link there. I think he only needs maybe a couple $100 to get a bus ticket back from Nashville, which is where he's en route to now. He's completely broke and would really like to get back home to San Francisco, and we'd like to see him back here safely. So if you can donate, $5-10 million, whatever, to him, that'd be great. $10 is all right also. So please help out. The citizen journalism right now is where it's at, because without us, all you're going to be watching is mainstream media. They're not showing you what's on, going on down in Mexico. They're not showing you what's going on over in Spain. They're not showing you shit. So citizen media, we really need the support. I myself am just barely got employed after the last year, and I'm completely broke as well. So if you can make donations, that help. Help me continue to get to the places I need to get to stream the events, that are happening, and we have quite a few events happening, probably at least 2 a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. I do want to also send a shout out to my good friend Punk Boy NSF. He's been a real big supporter of mine. I've tried to do what I can to support him, and you know, we're working together. All of us are working together that can, and those that can't are on their own. I want to thank you for watching today. I will be coming back with a report later tomorrow. I'm going to try to do this every day, and there is a solidarity march this evening in Oakland for the shootings in Anaheim, which to me is just sad that the police, we live in a police state now where shoot first, ask questions later. Now that's bullshit. These people were shot in the back. Even in the Old West, that wasn't something that you would do. And if you're wearing a badge and you shoot somebody, it seems like you just get away with it. They put them on administrative leave with pay, which in my opinion is just wrong. You know, these people usually, from what I've seen, police officers become police officers because they were bullied in school or they were the bully in school. So it's one or the other, and you know, we need to stop this. We need to make sure that we continue streaming. And if you have a cell phone and you see something going on and you can stream it, do it. If you see something happening, film it. Send it to YouTube, send it to Global Revolution, send it to Citizen Streams. There's a lot of places you can send it to. We need to share that information. So I'm going to take a quick break and bring up the music again for you. I need to find some more information because this broadcast isn't quite long enough yet for me as a test. So stand by one moment. Alright, so I'm back here, and Occupy San Francisco Action Council Local 2, every Sunday 2 to 4 p.m., 209 Golden Gate Avenue near Leavenworth in San Francisco. They have a stop the closure of City College coming up. I mentioned this earlier. I'm just reiterating the information so that we cover it. It is on August 15th. And they're asking for your support. Please be there. I believe that will be an all-day event. So check it out when you get a chance, or be there actually. Something that I've noticed has been difficult for me to deal with, which is the influx of people and the outflux of people coming and going from the Occupy movement, and the inability to compromise. And I think that if you can't compromise and come to a solution, then there's just no reason to even be there. You know, you're actually part of the problem. If you can't come down from your position and work with the other people that would like to make a change, then you know you're causing more problems than it's really worth, and you should just step off. That's something that I've seen in Oakland. I've heard that it's happened in every Occupy throughout the states, and it just needs to stop. If you can think about it, when you were in grade school, you know, teachers would say get along and stuff like that. So that's what we need to do now. I feel like sometimes back then I was working with a bunch of children that just couldn't see past their own vision of what they wanted. Just give me one more second. I'm trying to look up one other tidbit of information on Facebook. Where'd it go? Oh, we'll just do a quick shout out about this. The Chick-fil-A. That just, it's retarded. I mean, why would you make a statement like they did and then try to retract it? I've also seen things about how somebody was Chick-fil-A. They were posing as a teenage girl on Twitter or Facebook. I mean, what are they trying to do? There's a great picture here of a little child eating like some bread, and the statement says, "I'm not afraid for the world will end in 2012. I fear the world will continue without changing anything." And I think that's what the Occupy movement was about, was making a change. And regardless of whether it's Occupy related or not, there's a lot of people that I've seen stepping up to the plate, ready to make that change, ready to make their voice be heard. I think it's growing. I think it's becoming more and more successful every day. Just a minute, I'm trying to find what I was looking for earlier. How about some music? For those of you that are watching on OccupySFTV on live stream, here's a picture for you that'll get you. It's two little babies, one shoving the other one through the cat door, saying, "The cops are here. Just go, save yourself." I think that's pretty funny. Killa Krasinski asks, "Do you think it's due to having no leader?" I believe it's flop. Well, having no leaders is a good thing. In my opinion, I think that there does need to be some sort of leadership, but the way the Occupy movement was developed, there's no way to really put a leader there. It's just not feasible, because everybody wants to have their opinion be heard. Now, whether or not your opinion is valid or not is a different story, but without the communication, collaboration, cooperation, and compromise, there's no need in even attending. So if you can't work that last word into your vocabulary and your ability to do it, then it's just more of a problem than anything. I am coming up on 24 minutes, and I wanted to keep this under half an hour. So if you have anything you'd like to add, please send it up in the text chat there, and I'll try to answer it as quick as possible before I end this. This is kind of a little thing that I'm just trying to throw together to bring what information that I've gathered here and collaborated it all into one, so that people can go and get what they need from the citizen journalism and compare it to the mainstream media and make their own decisions on what's the truth and what's not. Recently I heard somebody say that citizen journalists are biased, we're one-sided, we only show the side of the people and not the cops. And I think that that's what people really need to see is how the public really feels about it. All of the citizen journalists that I know interview people ad hoc. They just walk up to them and start interviewing them. It's live footage. It's not cut and paste, cropped, all that stuff like they do on mainstream media. So what you're getting is the real thing. You're hearing from real people in real time. Once again, please help support those citizen journalists, myself included. We try to bring you everything that we can. We've got Tim Pool running around. We've got Bella Iko, Courtney Occupy, Codeframe SF, numerous people. I can't even think of all their names right now, and I'm gathering more day by day. There is a page on independentcitizenmedia.weebly.com that has several of my favorite streamers listed there, and there's bound to be more. Starting to separate them out into East Coast, West Coast journalists, who's working in a team, so that you can view those streams and the chat at the same time. So you'll want to go to the independentcitizenmedia.weebly.com, check out the Citizen Journalists page, and let me know what you think. Please leave a comment. I'd like to hear back from you. And at that, I'm going to call it a day because I've got some other things to do. I want to thank you for joining me, tuning in. Stay safe out there, and remember, if you see something, film it. It doesn't matter. Thank you. Peace and love.